Hi, my name's Ned Swain. I own a small wholesale company and co-own a moving company here in Portland, Maine. And I'm making this video for people who haven't decided who to vote for yet in the presidential election. I know a lot of people have already decided who to vote for, a lot of people have already voted. That's great. This video is not for them. This video is for you if you're still weighing your two options and trying to decide who to vote for. And I'm asking you, please do not vote for Donald Trump. Why? Well, I'm trying to keep this video short and concise, so I'm going to limit this to his leadership and what he's actually done for America. I'll start with his slogan, Make America Great Again. I get the attraction of that slogan, okay? I actually understand it. But what has he actually done? He started a trade war with China, and he charged American consumers hundreds of millions of dollars. He cut off, through that trade war, it cut off exports, sales of agricultural goods from the Midwest, and lobsters from Maine, high-value technological goods, all kinds of stuff. It cut off those sales to China. At the end of the trade war, China basically shrugged it off. And China, relative to the US, China is actually richer and more powerful now than China was before. Okay, there's that. The economy. I admit the economy has done pretty well during the Trump presidency. But is that because of Donald Trump? I give most credit to Jerome Powell, chairman of the Federal Reserve, for keeping interest rates low so long when a lot of academics said, oh, this is crazy, you've got to raise interest rates. What about inflation? But he kept interest rates low. That kept businesses expanding. It made the cost of getting loans low. You know, it made it easy for me if I wanted to go out and buy another warehouse or something. It made it more affordable for me to do that. So businesses kept on hiring, and that drove up wages. We saw stronger wage growth than over the, I don't know how many decades, basically over my lifetime, which is great. That's fantastic. But Donald Trump has no oversight over Jerome Powell. I mean, legally, explicitly, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, the president has no say, can't do anything. They're completely separate. Just look at all the president's angry tweets. They butted heads all the time. So I don't think you can give Donald Trump credit for keeping interest rates low. Also a contributing factor were the tax cuts that the Republican Congress passed. But again, Donald Trump wasn't involved in that. Donald Trump didn't write that bill. Donald Trump had nothing to do with it. Donald Trump signed the bill at the end. That's it. But you know, he wasn't a part of that. You know, the things that have made our economy great, I think, are truck drivers and plumbers and carpenters. You know, the drivers, the delivery drivers that work for me that sometimes work super long days. I've raised what I pay to compensate them, to keep them, to hire better people. Like, that's what's made the economy great during the Trump presidency. It's not Donald Trump. So what has Donald Trump done? Well, since he became president, he has perpetuated this toxic lie that people in government, all of the, the basic bureaucratic functions of government, civil society, like people working at the EPA, the FDA, people working at the IRS, people working at the Department of Education, that all of these people, that there's like lazy people there, or people that hate America, and that they are destroying America, and that it's up to Donald Trump to turn things around or get rid of them or shake things up or something. I mean, really, what makes America great, because really, America is already, compared to a lot of other countries around the world, a lot of other places, America is really pretty great. What makes America great is that we actually have a very functional government, that we have civil society that works, that, like if I'm going out and buying another warehouse, we have a functioning, reliable legal system that I don't have to worry about getting taken advantage of, about somebody, breaking their contractual terms and me not having any legal resource. America is great because the IRS collects tax money and then it gets dispersed to build roads and bridges and airports and hospitals and stuff like that. People don't go to work at the EPA or the IRS. As much as, it's great to complain about paying about taxes, I mean, I don't want to pay more taxes than I have to, but people don't go to work at the FDA, at the Food and Drug Administration, because they want to make people sick. Any more than people don't become plumbers because they want to break your plumbing, or become truck drivers because they want to crash their trucks. People go to work in government because they care about America and they want to help and make America great. I don't think that government is the answer for everything. Don't just jump in and say like, oh, he's a big government. Like, no, all the stuff I've done in my life, starting businesses, trying to build buildings, getting building permits, all the stuff I've dealt with, I've spent tons of time being frustrated and complaining about bureaucracy. But at the end of the day, like, the people that actually enforce those basic rules, that's their career, is building inspectors and stuff like that. They don't want to make things worse. They're just enforcing the rules, and they want the system to work. If you're angry about the rules, look at the people that made the rules. Go, Congress, state legislatures, stuff like that, city councils, those are the people that actually make the rules. But the basic functions of government are the civil society that we have in America, the bureaucracy. That's actually what makes America great. And Donald Trump has spent his entire presidency spreading the idea that those people are actually tearing America down, and we need to cut funding for them. We need to cut funding for all the different agencies, the IRS, the Department of Education, the FDA. There are more like high-level positions that are unfilled that people have to be appointed by the president, by the administration, by the presidential administration. There are more vacancies than in any other presidential administration, basically in modern history. Donald Trump's administration, and I'm not talking about positions that have to be approved by Congress or the Senate, and I mean, for most of Donald Trump's career, the Senate and Congress were Republicans, so he doesn't even have that as an excuse, okay? I'm not even talking about positions that have to be approved by the Senate, just positions where the president or the presidential administration has to appoint somebody to that position. It's not just like promoted from within. There are more empty positions than any other presidential administration in modern history. It's just because the Trump administration, because Donald Trump is lazy and hasn't done his job. I'm sorry, I'm getting angry because, like, when things like that, when basic government bureaucracy doesn't work, like, that's where things get terrible and things slide downhill. Like, look at the Postal Service. They start cutting positions at the Postal Service, they start cutting people, they start cutting hours, and then mail, like, I buy new tires for my trucks online, and it takes an extra week for them to get here. I send checks out to pay suppliers, and they get lost in the mail. They don't get there. They get there a week late, and I waste a whole ton of time chasing down all of these different problems. That's what Donald Trump has done. Donald Trump has spent his time sending angry, bitter tweets and not actually attending to the business of government. The basic business of government that makes America great, that makes America a functioning society. Donald Trump is he's not, I was going to say he's a terrible leader. He's not even a leader. He hasn't led. That's it. That's why I'm asking you not to vote for Donald Trump.